Welcome to Seasons Blog, the anatomy of a Seasons node. You've probably heard or read about Seasons nodes several times in the past 2 months. Let's break down what it actually means, and more importantly, what it means for you. No BS, no jargon. A straight explanation of what you're participating in when you hold 10,000 plus Cs. What is a Seasons node, really? Any Solana wallet holding 10,000 or more Cs tokens is a Seasons node. That's it. That's the entire definition. You're not running any complex infrastructure and expensive machines. You're not validating transactions. In fact, you're not doing anything remotely technical. You're simply holding the required amount of Cs tokens in your wallet. Think of it as a coffee shop membership. Regular customers walk in, buy coffee, and leave. Done. Members walk in, buy coffee. But because they have a membership card, they benefit every time the shop does business. Not just when they buy coffee, but also when anyone buys coffee. Your wallet with 10,000 plus Cs is your membership pass for Seasons' tokenized yield mechanism. And owning Cs is like owning the business model of every major, successful financial institution out there. The 3 requirements, and why they're actually one. As explained in our official documentation, becoming a node requires getting 10,000 plus Cs tokens, holding them in your Solana wallet, not on any exchange, maintaining the threshold balance of 10,000 plus Cs. But if you look closely in practice, it all boils down to just one thing. Hold 10,000 plus Cs in your Solana wallet. As long as you do that, the rest happens automatically. No staking, no depositing into smart contracts, no lockup periods. And most importantly, your tokens stay in your wallet under your control. Always. The mechanism, how Seasons nodes work. Now you know what a Seasons node is and what you need to become one. Let's run through how it works behind the scenes. Step 1. Cs transactions generate fees. Whenever someone buys or sells Cs tokens on the open market, that is, decentralized exchanges like Jupiter, they pay a 10% fee. This fuels the entire system. More trades, buys and sells, equals more fees, equals bigger yield pool, also known as more yield for nodes. This is where the volume times velocity formula comes in. When more people transact Cs, volume, and the more often they do it, velocity, there's ultimately more yield for everyone who's a node. It's a simple yet powerful flywheel that works in any market condition. Step 2. Yield accumulates in real time. The fees collected on Cs trades is automatically collected in a dedicated pool, especially an on-chain smart contract that anyone can verify. From here, it's distributed to nodes. See next step. Once either of the following conditions are met. Value threshold. When the collected fees equals or exceeds $50,000. Time threshold. Roughly every 4 hours. As of January 7th, 2026, we're calculating and distributing yield manually, twice every week. But as outlined in our 26 for 2026 game plan, we aim to automate the yield acquisition and distribution pipelines this year. Once that's done, nodes will start earning real-time yield as described above. Step 3. Assets are acquired for yield payout. Once the value or time thresholds are met, and currently twice a week, the accumulated fees is used to acquire the alternative assets for yield payouts, following the 60-30-10 ratio. 60% blue chips, established assets for stability. 30% underdogs, emerging projects with strong fundamentals for momentum. 10% rising stars, promising newcomers for high growth potential. These assets are distributed directly to nodes. You wake up, check your wallet, and it's there. No claiming process, no gas fees to collect, just there. At any given point, the assets included in yield payouts are enlisted in our inclusion list. As of January 7th, 2026, nodes are earning yield in 5 Solana meme coins, including $bonk, $whiff, $pengu, $fartcoin, and JBMB. Other assets will be added to the list in future. Step 4. You decide what happens next. Once the yield reaches your wallet, you're free to do whatever you please with it. Hold them to ride the any price appreciation. Swap them for more Cs to increase your node's weight, that is, earning potential. Sell them for stablecoins or any other asset. Your yield, your choice. Seasons doesn't impose any conditions or lockups on the yield you earn. That's one of the ways we stand out from the herd. Check out our Life Cycle of Yield blog post for a complete breakdown of how yield flows through seasons, from fees to your wallet. Your assets, your control. Before we wrap this, let's reiterate one of the key aspects of being a seasons node. Your assets, your wallet, you're in control. Most DeFi or yield protocols require you to deposit, that is lockup, your tokens in some smart contract. This creates various problems and risks. Your tokens are no longer in your direct control. You may lose your tokens altogether if the protocol's code is compromised. For context, users have lost over $3.5 billion to DeFi hacks and thefts in 2025 alone. You can't exit whenever you want because of lockups. Staking, unstaking, claiming, earning DeFi yield can get too complicated too soon, with most steps adding to the overall cost due to gas fees, etc. Seasons eliminates all of these risks and hassles. Your Seas tokens never leave your wallet, and you fully own the yield you earn. This puts you in complete control of your yield earning journey. And if at any point you want to stop earning yield, you're free to sell your Seas tokens. With Seasons, you get the real taste of permissionless, non-custodial, decentralized finance. That too, with the seamlessness and ease of access of traditional finance. The best of both worlds, enhanced with a community-centric, win-win-win approach. Seize the moment, seize the yield.